When it comes to this Omega hunt, let's keep it 1000. We're cooked. Before I continue, I've been checking out gameplay of the demos of the Omega hunt coming out of the Tokyo Game Show. If you don't want to have any of the hunt spoiled for yourself, scroll away now, cause I gotta talk about this insanity. It looks like they dialed up everything they did in World's Behemoth collab, from the music, the text, the sound, and this hunt plays almost like a Final Fantasy XIV raid. It's gonna take teamwork and everyone playing certain roles to be successful. As you may know, the quest takes place in the Rhyme Chain Peak, Jindahad's area. And it's a good thing because with the gnarly attacks Omega dishes out, we're going to have to cover a lot of ground. This thing is constantly shooting off projectiles that cover large areas. Missiles, flying fists, waves of fire. It's got a sadistic overhead smash move. It can zip across the arena faster than most of the monsters in the game, and these are just its normal attacks. You'll also notice this thing is a blight merchant. You're going to end up with so many statuses put on you, and I noticed a couple of the preset builds players have used at TGS. The devs put skills to take advantage of those blights. For instance, Bubbly Dance was activated a lot to counter Bubble Blight. This is something worth remembering when it's our turn to take Omega down. I noticed that if one player delivers enough damage to the head of Omega, you can trigger its enmity and make it come specifically after you while ignoring your teammates. This could be a way to give your squad a window to lay down some damage, but hopefully the person that does this is ready for the static coming their way. Omega likes to release these little spider bots, the fluster hunters, while attacking them. They'll explode if they touch you, but if you're able to take them out, it can help you build a force field to protect yourself. After all that, there's a damage check. When Omega is charging his very lethal Delta attack, he spawns a laser shooting version of Nursilla that you and your party have to rush to take down. If you can, your squad will get a force field to take refuge in until the attack is over. But if an adequate amount of damage is not done, you can count on a good old squad wipe. Especially when Omega is throwing out these 360 photon cannon moves at will. Won't that be fun to deal with? The last thing to keep in mind about this hunt are the Final Fantasy classes, which are said to make this bout a lot easier. There's the Dark Knight class, which grants you the Bell armor. Equipping this set unlocks the skill Soul of the Dark Knight, and the skill grants you a special action in your item bar called Blackest Night. This action consumes health to create a protective barrier around you, and when attacked, will unleash a powerful dark energy wave. Also, for those using the Great Sword, you can equip the class weapon, the Shadowbringer, and this has its own unique weapon skill that can apply extra damage. Then there's the Pictomancer class. This allows you to cast motif spells using the item bar. Spells like Palm Motif seem to be great for crowd control. Combining the motif spells will allow you to unleash the powerful Mog of Ages spell and deal some serious damage. Neither of these classes is required to take down Omega, but they certainly can make things a lot easier. The story mission is the least of our Omega problems. The Monster Hunter Wilds team just revealed the permanent quest Planates Protocol, which will allow us to hunt the more difficult Savage Omega and form parts for its gear. This quest, unlike the story, will not provide you with extra feints, meaning there's little room for error. The armor you can craft is called the Omega Attire, and no doubt this John is giving Dominatrix vibes. It comes with a skill called Omega Resonance, which will increase your party's attack power and affinity depending on the distance between you and the other hunters. There's also 2 weapons that can be crafted from Savage Omega, a new sword and shield, which comes with a skill that boosts your team's defense for a small period when you land a perfect guard, and an insect glaive that features an Omega drone as a kinsect, and a skill that boosts your party's affinity every time a Hinton Rezenzon is landed. I know folks are wondering, it doesn't look like there'll be any other Omega weapons, so rein in your expectations. Maybe now they'll stop saying the longsword is the dev's favorite. Also revealed to be coming in Title Update 3, a new hovering Omega pendant, as well as the Manderville Mambo emote from Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Just a little look at the mayhem that's on the horizon. For more strats on dealing with Omega or general Monster Hunter updates, don't forget to leave me a follow.